Hey guys, today's video has been sponsored by Starcraft. It's a action RPG that you can play on your phone. The developers of the game are very big fans of the channel and of Starcraft in general. As you can see, their name, Starcraft, derived directly from Starcraft. So if you want to do something free to support the channel, check out the link in the description. Every download of the game will be helping to support the channel. So I thank you very much. Let's get into the video. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. We've got something a little bit different here today. Actually, a first time on the channel. We've got two pro players playing off race. Actually, a race swap here with Queen playing Terran in the top left on Nemesis and Light playing Zerg in the top right. So each of them messing around on their off race happen to run into each other, also messing around on their off race. This was played in the highest part of the ladder in 2023. That was in March of 2023, and we actually have a series here for you guys as well, so we're gonna get right into this. Looks like a 12 hatch coming down for Light. I'd have to Gonna take me a minute to get used to this, guys, but we will get it. We will figure it out here as we go on. Queen here putting down the barracks wall at the front. Very strange indeed to watch these two on the opposite races. Let me just change the colors here. We've got the blue Terran. That's a lot better. You can see these overlords heading out around the map. The Overlord heading in the wrong direction, unfortunately. But it doesn't make that big of a difference because Queen here going to skip even the first Marine coming out. He's just going to immediately throw down that command center and then go into the first Marine and that finish off that wall in as well. So very nice safe play here from Queen. It's going to have the full Ling tight wall here with the Marines popping out on the inside. Everything looking good so far. Are we going to be producing any Lings out here at all for Light? The less Lings that he produces right now, the better off he's going to be. And he hasn't even seen the SCV yet. So he's pretty confident to just keep producing drones here. Getting into as many drones as he possibly can while grabbing that layer. We're going to see a drone move out. Is he going to take a quick third here? He may end up taking this third base over at the center right. And that is a very quick third indeed. Hasn't scouted. Doesn't know where his opponent is. Doesn't know what's happening on the map. Hasn't seen anything from Queen so far. But he's going to throw down a sunken colony just to make sure that he is safe. Couple of Lings do pop out as well. So he'll be setting those on the map to get that scouting information. I'm going to see a wall in here. And what do we have behind this for Queen? Let's take a look. An Academy and a second Rex. So it will be a 2 Rex timing here to push out on the map and start to put the pressure on. Good thing about this map is that even though you've got this third base, this is not really a possibility to it. You can't really attack into this. For the Zerg player, because you've got these 2 eggs here. It's gonna take so long for Marines to break through those 2 eggs. You only have really this location to push through, so as long as you've got a few sunken colonies here, you know, 2-3 sunken colonies, you're definitely gonna be okay. You will be able to get into your Spire play. The Mutus will pop out and push back this early push, so not gonna be the greatest push here from Queen. You know, if you say had the third hatch down here at the bottom right, then you would have a target. You would have a possibility. Besides breaking through the natural, there's other locations you could hit. But as it stands, we're going to have 3 sunkens here. They're going to come up in time as well. And without too much trouble, Light is going to get into 3 hatch Muta with this third gas coming up. He's going to have a very strong little mid game here, whereas you know, Queen, he got a very nice early CC. He's been pushed out, or pushing out on the map. He's got the factory up, but there's not really too much he can do here. You just can't break through this with this number of medics, and I hope that for his sake that he doesn't try it, because that's just not enough Marines. That's not enough medics. I think we just had range finish up, and here comes the engineering bay. Here's a little bit of a later engineering bay, and a Queen's Nest instantly thrown down here for Light. He's I don't think he's even produced a Muta yet, actually. Look at this. So he finished a Spire, didn't make even a single Muta, went straight into Hydralisk Den and Queen's Nest. Now, this is something I haven't seen before. Not going to be able to put any pressure at all onto Light. Or onto Queen, excuse me. Okay, there it is. I finally messed it up. Light's not going to be able to put any pressure onto Queen at all. But, you know, he's going to have a much faster tech. We're going directly into late game Zerg here. Really taking advantage of the fact that the Marines can't put pressure onto this third base. You know, he doesn't need to build a bunch of extra Sunkens over here or anything like that at the third. He just kind of gets this for free as long as he doesn't get broken in the natural. And sending another drone on the map. My goodness. The greed here from Light. He's going to go ahead and snag a fourth gas at the 6 o'clock position. And it's funny. It is hilarious to watch pro players play on their off race and see what they consider to be strong against their own race, right? Like, Light obviously doesn't think that mutalist pressure is that strong. What he's truly afraid of, his Zerg opponents doing, is faking mutalist, forcing out turrets, and then immediately going into Hive and getting upgrades, just going straight on into Carapace. Now he's going to pop out some mutas, maybe for a bit of control here, maybe to find out what the response is going to be from Queen, but he's really showing us what he thinks is the right way to play Zerg, and that appears to be just a complete disregard for those sort of early game timings with the mutas that have become so popular. Like 2-hatch muta has been so strong historically. People generally don't skip over muta in the early game just because it is so powerful, but he's done it. He's just kind of passed over the opportunity to deal damage with muta in the early game, but he's got himself into a great position here, and he's killing off these assimilators as well. He's going to make this into a semi-island. You can still break through down here, I guess, but it's going to take a while. And you have to go pretty far out of position as the Terran player to go all the way down here. We haven't seen this killed off yet, which is a little bit concerning. We do have a Nidus coming up, though, so if there's a drop at any point, he should be able to Nidus through and save that base. More lurkers coming up here at the front. We saw the mutas kind of trolling around here. Did they get any kills at all? No, he just kind of poked in, took a look at the barracks, and now he's back at home, kind of chilling, waiting for the next move here from Queen. And Queen is actually going for double dropship. So he's, I think, feeling a little bit concerned here with where the game has progressed to. He's not going to be able to break through the natural. He knows this. He's not going to be able to get in on this third base, I think, unless he goes for drops. And look at that. Light has decided now's the time to kill the assimilators, but unfortunately for him, we will have this drop moving out at the same time as these mutas are busy up here dealing with the assimilator. We don't have much down here. We do have a Nidus, though, however, and he's ready right beside this Nidus to jump through at a moment's notice in case there is some sort of drop coming. And here it is. The drop is going to come through shortly. Some vessels flying into the main. They're looking for some kills on a few Defilers, but the Defilers are still alive here, and he kills both of the science vessels. So that is pretty darn painful for Queen. Queen losing 2 science vessels already. Drop here into this high ground. He's gonna try and get up into the main base, but we've already got Dark Swarm and Lurkers in position. forcing this back into the corner. Looks like he's going to go for the third base instead. So a couple of drops going to come through here. See if he can get any damage done. Scourge coming up. They will connect. No, just barely not. Darkstorm goes down on some of these drones. He can save this as long as he has another Darkstorm. I don't think he has the energy though. No, just 20 energy there. So the lurkers are going to start to clean this up. Some mutas are going to come through as well to just finish off that army. And so far, Queen's attack, his commitment here to the dropships has not paid off. He's going to lose both these drops, it looks like, too. Oh, just 7 HP on that. Keeping the drop alive for now, but it's not long for this world. Eventually, he is going to clean that up. And Light is looking fantastic right now. He hasn't taken this 4th base just yet, but he's got his Carapace level 2 on the way. He's got attack upgrade level 1 coming up soon. We've got Plague, we've got Chitinous Plating that's being researched right now. He's going to Dark Swarm up here. This doesn't really help him out too much, but there are lurkers back in this position. He's going to reposition some of these lurkers to make sure that no damage can be done. All of these Marines are probably just going to die right here. Oh, that's some good shots, but looks like the Marines will get behind the mineral line. However, we are going to have the drones pulled away. All these Marines are going to go down, and just the medics remain. So that is a completely held push, a completely held drop. And what are we going to do here as Queen, man? I guess we're going to try and take this base down here in the bottom left. Do we transition into mech or something? What can we do? We've given up all map control. We lost our first 2 vessels. We lost one of our dropships. We've replenished that dropship count and that vessel count, but now we're in a much worse situation because Light has grown exponentially here. He is getting so big with 40 drones, and his upgrades are really starting to kick in. So I'm not sure, I'm not clear if Queen actually knows about this base at 6 o'clock either. I feel like he actually hasn't scouted this. That's a possibility here. It's like a plague went down on some of these vessels. A vessel goes down to some Scourge here at the front. So you can see Queen not the best at getting these irradiates down without taking damage on those science vessels, without getting hit by those Scourge. It's a little bit worrisome here. He's having a very hard time finding any damage, and he's having a hard time getting his irradiates off without like losing all of these vessels as well. Now we're having some lurkers and lings run through down to the bottom left. They're gonna try to deny this base down here, but a drop on high ground maybe going to be able to contest this base. Oh, okay, we've got ultras already. Ultras are out. We've got a defiler here as well. Dark Swarm plus ultra means you are not getting down this ramp, my friend. Not a chance. Lurkers are going to be brought forward, maybe to kill these eggs here. Yeah, start to kill the eggs. That will be good later on. Some of these drones are going to go down in this base, but we've got 2 Sunkens here surrounding the Nidus with the Sunkens. Kind of funny. Some ultras are going to pop out. They do not have the speed just yet, and only 1 Carapace plus the chitinous plating. So we've got a bit of an advantage here just for a little while longer, though. Pretty soon, Light is going to get that next upgrade. It's about to finish up here, and the Ultra is cleaning up this small group of Marines pretty efficiently. Lings and Lurkers going to get up into the center left. Oh, no, Lurkers do get irradiated down, so at least he's going to save this center left. The center right is protected for now, but more and more Ultras are going to pop through here. We've got Defilers as well. SCVs are heading to the bottom left, but I don't think they'll be able to stay there for long. A few Lings here making their way down, but as the Ultras and Defilers come this way, it's going to be shut down once again. More and more units popping through down towards the bottom center. And look at the army that Light has put together with those 4 gas, able to crank out an enormous number of units. He's actually exceeding Queen in supply so far. He's going to be able to get up here into the center left as well and shut down that additional base. Another base going down here at the 12 o'clock. It's like some Marines trying to come through down into the bottom center, but Queen taps out as those Marines die. a convincing win here for Light. So showing that his off race as Zerg is much more powerful than the Terran of Queen, but maybe on a different map he can fare a little better. This is a very strange map, and this was an unorthodox strategy that Light came up with. Guys, we have another game, so we're going to jump into that one and see if Queen can make a comeback here against Light. That's coming right up. Well, guys, a truly unfortunate news here. I thought I had two replays with Queen playing Terran and Light playing Zerg, but actually the replay pack deceived me. We only have one of those games, and there's two copies with different names, so that's unfortunate. We're not going to be able to see the exact same matchup here, but we are going to have another off-race game. Guys, I hate to disappoint. I found this other replay here in the pack. It is Light in the top right playing as Protoss versus Queen down here in the bottom left as Zerg. So him on his main race versus Light on Protoss. So we'll see how this one goes. This is also kind of an unorthodox match here. So although we don't have both games with the race swap, at least we're gonna have two off-race games, and I do apologize for getting your hopes up there, guys, but here we go. A pool here. I believe this is an overpool for Queen, so Queen going for that overpool, and for whatever reason I thought that was strange, just because I thought Light was playing Terran. I don't know why I immediately thought Light was playing Terran again after just introducing him as Protoss, but old habits, boys. Old habits die hard. There we go. The hatchery goes down. These two having a bit of banner here. Maybe Queen telling Light that he is in fact Queen. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm sure that Queen knows who this is. Eros New Star. A lot of the IDs that Light use have that title with the star and Eros in there. Not sure what that's a reference to, but he seems to like that quite a bit. Now a couple of lings have popped out, but Queen has produced several drones here as well, and the Zealot is coming across the map. He is not bluffing with that. He is definitely coming out here, and we didn't have a drone scout come across the map. We're just waiting for this Overlord. So for the time being, you know, Queen doesn't actually know about this. He's just going to have to hold this Zealot. He has a few sets of lings popping out, but this is still going to be a bit of a pain. Now, Light setting up here on the high ground. It's not super totally, you know, necessary here. He could have just held this maybe with some probes, but he's gonna leave one Zealot back here. This is actually slowing down Light by quite a bit. I would be super happy with this if I was Queen. Only sending two lings across, and I'm keeping two Zealots busy here back at the Protoss base. The third Zealot, or the first Zealot that popped out, this one down here at my third base, can deal with that over time, get some more lings out, and eventually pick that off. But I would really be feeling good about my spot here as Queen at this moment. It's gonna surround this Zealot, and looks like not the best positioning there from Light. It's really not a great spot for him to hide behind those minerals patches. He made the best of the bad situation, killed a couple of lings, but will be finished off. And now really Queen has a bit of map control here. He's got more lings than there are Zealots. He is getting into ling speed as well, so skipping over the spire, we may end up, or the layer, excuse me, we may end up seeing a ling all in here. That could be something that Queen is interested in doing. He's pulled off of the gas. He's not mining gas anymore. He's popping out some lings now. A couple of Overlords gonna finish up soon, and we'll see if he starts really pumping out the lings. We got 3 on the way, but two drones popping as well, so maybe not. I don't see a Hydralisk Den. Where's the What's the plan here? 4 zealots moving out. Okay, this is bad. He's moving out with his 4 zealots. Really, Light needs everything here at this wall. He really needs to not be pushing out at this moment. He's moving around the left-hand side here. A lot of lings are being produced. Okay, 5 more drones now. What are we doing here as Queen? I guess we're just producing lings to deal with these few zealots. He's gonna crush this zealot number. This zealot number is gonna get wrecked. As long as we bring these lings up as well, these zealots are going to get smacked. But we don't have any tech behind this. It's just all hatcheries being thrown down, and he pulled off of gas for quite a while, so we still don't have a Hydralisk Den. We don't have a lair either. Zealots are going to be trapped here in the top left. He's doing his best to trade with those, but they all will go down. There are more zealots making their way over towards the natural, but looks like lings are en route. They will surround and kill these as well. We've got +1 attack for both the air weapons and the ground weapons here coming for Protoss. Pretty standard stuff so far out of Light for Protoss, but it's not really paying off yet, and he's lost all of his zealots here way before the +1 upgrade is done. He needs to get something in this wall as well, because if he doesn't, he could lose to just a ling counterattack. You just run past this wall, you kill this cannon, then you surround the zealots and you kill the pylon, the game is over. There's no coming back from there. This overlord gonna die in the main base. That's a sacrificial overlord here for Queen. He's gonna be fine with that. He's adding on a bunch more hatches. He's getting this evolution chamber. This is a funny looking wall here. Is he gonna put sunkens right there? I really like to put my hatch here and then double sunken right here. Zealots can't slip through there. And the 2 sunkens can actually hit anything. Maybe like if you try to push this with, say, dragoons or whatever, the sunkens can fire down on the low ground. It's very, very strong. But it's interesting to see the evolution chamber there from Queen. Generally don't really see that much, but might be something I copy if he shows me why it's so good to be there. Looks like some more zealots moving out now. We don't have that ground weapon, but it's just about to finish. Still, the zealot number is very, very small. Even with the ground weapon, another round of lings, and he should be able to surround and completely kill this force. 2 more gateways being added on. We've got balls of steel here, not adding on too many more cannons for Light. Even though he lost all of his zealots, only just now adding on additional cannons, getting a good surround here. Queen's gonna kill 2 zealots very, very quickly, and that is a big trade. Now the zealot number is even smaller, so the attack's gonna be much less powerful. Now losing all these lings is not good. Queen should not have lost those lings there. Much better to have them on the high ground and in these little gaps for the defense, but you know, it's still probably going to be okay. Queen's been popping out a lot of hydras here. He's got a good number on this ramp. I don't think that we're gonna see these zealots, I guess, from Light able to break into either of these positions. Some DTs coming out. Maybe he's thinking he'll be able to overwhelm with zealots and corsairs, kill all the overlords, and then get in there with the DT. But I don't think that's gonna happen unless, you know, Queen moves out recklessly here. As long as he stays kind of near this wall, he should be able to get back into a good position. You know, clog this up so that the zealots can't get on top of him, and then focus down the corsairs. We've only got 3 corsairs. Yeah, 2 more. Another one goes down. We've only got 2 more left. Another base maybe gonna come up here for Light, but he is just having a bit of a struggle right now against Queen. This is as expected, I think. Queen is such a strong Zerg player, and Protoss versus Zerg is so much different from any other matchup, so it is going to be one of the most difficult matches to learn as a Terran player, and I think that's probably going to be true for pretty much any Terran, including Flash, who's probably been spending some time learning this matchup in preparation for, you know, going out for some more random play in the future. It is a very tough matchup. and it takes a completely different set of skills. Now, this is not to say that Light is out of this game by any means. He's moving out now with some Templar. He's got the Storms ready. He has range on the way here for the Dragoons. He's going to come forward and start to push things back, but my goodness, this is a lot of Hydras going to hit from every single side here. Got to be careful with these Storms. He's only got a few more. He's going to drop the Storms that he can and run up to this high ground. No. He's gonna back away. What is he doing? Oh my god, laughing in the chat here. Queen clowning on Light. He is so powerful in this match. It's not even close. That was a little bit sad there. Oh, what was that? Hold on. What happened here? I saw him attacking his hatchery, and a bunch of drones were dead there. Did we just have a DT come in and kill a bunch of drones? That actually could make a difference here. Although, look at how many Hydras there. And 45 drones already? Queen, you monster. Oh my goodness. Like, Zealots are going to go down incredibly fast. We've got +1 done for these Hydras. 1-1 is done for Light, but I don't know if he can even hold on to his natural right now. He's got 1 storm to work with. There it is. The 1 storm is pretty darn good, but look at how many Hydras there still are. Some Zealots making their way across the map here. Looks like a DT maybe got dropped off in the main. Killed a couple more workers, it seems, but GG is called as he breaks through the natural. Light taps out. I'm going to go quickly back here and just take a look at what happened with that drop we saw. Or we didn't see, I guess, here. Okay, so the drop came through. We've got the Dark Templar here. Let's take a look. It's 2, 3, 4 kills. And is he going to get out as well? Wow, he does get out. Attacks his own hatchery there. That's what we saw. And yeah, there's just way too many Hydras, man. Way too many Hydras. It's rare that you see a top Zerg player and a top Protoss player go head-to-head and the Protoss player just lose straight up to Hydra. It's very hard to do, to win with just pure Hydra because Storms are so strong, but just the overwhelming macro of a Queen in this game, just dominating Light here, and showing him why you don't want to mess around and go off race as Protoss against him. Getting about 8-9 kills. Damn, that's a pretty healthy amount of kills for a Dark Templar, but still, it didn't matter. Light loses this game, and yeah, I guess we're tied up in this off race series, but that's all the games I have for you today. Again, sorry that I didn't have that second race swap game with Light playing Queen and Light playing Zerg and Queen playing Terran, but it is what it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching here, and this has been your daily dose of Brood War, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.